Okay, so page 83 in your comp book, you're just going to write, I'll tell you the assignment right now. Write about what you want to do in the next year. Bless you. Wait, I don't know what you say when you hiccup. You say bless you when you sneeze. What do you say when you hiccup? Okay, let me start over. Write about what you want to do in the next year. If you couldn't achieve it, could you extend the timing of those goals, and what additional goals might you be able to add if the time period were to be adjusted to 10 years? So here's the context. First, who can see it and wants to read it to the class? Can you see it? You want to read it? Will you?
Yeah. Humans often overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10.
So do you hear the context? We as humans, right? And we're all humans in here. In 1 year, we set these goals. We say, in the next year, I'm going to do this, this, and this. A lot of times, we overestimate what we can do in 1 year. But if we think about 10, we often underestimate how much we can do in 10. Are you following the context? No? Okay, so on page 83 right now, in the next year, if you could do whatever you wanted, write down what you do in the next year. What goals would you have? Anything. Anything you wanted. Write them down in 83. If you have a separate sheet, do it on that. Are you doing it? What do you want in the next year? Travel? What if you could do anything? You want to travel? Okay, do it in your mind. Write it in your mind. Come up with 3 things. Make them kind of crazy. Right? Are you doing it? Are you on page 83? Write out 3 goals of what you want to do in the next year. Are you trying, Miles? Do 3 goals. What can you do in the next year? What do you want to do? What if you could do anything? What would you do? Are you writing them? Okay, do them in your mind. Emma, what do you got? What if you could travel in the next year? Would you want to? What do you like doing? What's your sort of, if I could do anything in the world and money wasn't even a care to me, what would I do? Really? Gabby? You would go and earn money. Did you put a number on it? Tell me, how much would you earn if you could in the next year? Make it big. 1,000? Thousands? How many thousands?
I don't know, Mr.
Well, look, this is the part about goals. Life is like a dream machine. If you say you want something over the next year, life tries to give it to you if you think about this on an intentional basis. Are you with me? It really does. It's a strange world we live in, and I don't know if you ever thought of it this way. It's like a dream machine. So on some level, you have to tell the machine what your dream is. And part of it is being specific. Are you with me? Who else has got a big goal? Think about the number. I want to come back to you, Gabby. Think about a number. Okay? Don't do it right now. Just keep thinking. Who else has got a goal they wrote down? What if you could do anything in the next year? What would you do? Anything. Money
Anything at all?
Anything at all. Money wasn't an issue. Would you travel? Would you learn something? Would you move somewhere?
Yeah, move somewhere.
Okay, where?
A nice place.
Good. What do you have in mind? What comes to your mind when you think a nice place is to you?
A sunny place with nice ponds.
Okay.
Nice grass.
But you live in Southern Cal. You kind of live in a nice place. You live in a pretty nice place right now, believe it or not. You want to go nicer? What about something like Hawaii? Is Hawaii nicer?
A quiet place.
Oh, quiet. Interesting. Would that be out, maybe out away from people? Like out away from the city? Like country? Something out in the country or something? Okay. So I want you to think about this. Gabby, did you come up with a specific? Give me a specific number. Let's write something on the board for you. 1 year. I want you to make it crazy. An amount of money. $100,000. Good? Okay. I'll help you if you're willing, okay? $100,000 in the next year. Do you think that Gabby can do this in the next year?
No.
Right? So this is kind of an overestimate. Are you with me? So this is an overestimate, right? We're reaching too much. I don't think it can happen. It's not realistic. You okay with this?
Yeah.
But now I want you to change your brain and think of 10 years. I know about how old you are. And 10 years is probably at least,
I'll be quite good.
right? It's almost as long as you've lived right? A little bit less, but it's close. That's like doubling your whole life almost, right? Do you think you could earn this in 10 years? That would only be $10,000 per year. Right? And now she's saying, yeah. Do you hear that? Do you hear her voice change? She's like, yeah, I could do it. This is no, right? But this is yeah, right? Right? Are you with me? Okay, so here's the point of this whole thing. Humans often overestimate in 1 year what they can do, right? We're too ambitious. But if you change the context to 10, now you can start to break out some of these incremental improvements and you can hit that number. In fact, you could probably do, in the next 10 years, you could go to college, get a college degree, and start making this much per year even. And so if it took you 4 years to get the degree and 1 year to get the job, that would be 5 gone, and then there would still be 5 more at this per year, could put you at $500,000, 500,000. Are you with me? You see what this is trying to do for you? It's trying to take your brain, stretch it to what do I really want, and then go, how do I get it? Give myself more time. You have that time. You have 10 years, probably. God willing, you have way more than that, okay? You with me? But 10 years, you're going to look back at some point in your life and go, wow, that really went fast, right? So here's your assignment. On page 83, write about what you want to do in the next year. If you couldn't achieve it, could you extend the timing of those goals, and what additional goals might you add, and then adjust it to a 10-year period? Fair enough? Okay.